Ain't that cute? So a quick strategy to, I don't know. I started recording again and I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, that hurt. Today I'm gonna be telling you how to motivate. Thought I heard something. Hi. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Brittany, and today we're not gonna have a long intro. We're gonna get right into it. Today I'm gonna be telling you how to motivate the shit out of yourself. Summertime is rolling around. We're losing motivation. It's the end of the school year if you're not out already. Could be in high school, I don't know. These are tips that I think are gonna help you motivate yourself. Motivate the shit out of yourself. So the first and main important thing when you're trying to motivate the shit out of yourself is to get to the core of it. So ask yourself, why are you really procrastinating? Oftentimes there's a reason deep down under. Is it because you're scared? Because you're uncomfortable with doing it? There's going to be plenty of reasons why, and you need to figure that out. And a lot of times the issue when it comes to starting the task that you need to start, you will do other unproductive but still productive tasks. So stuff such as checking your email, cleaning a part of your room that really has no priority and does not need any deadline on when it needs to be cleaned. So you need to figure out your reason and you need to get to the core of it. So a quick strategy to figuring out how to overcome this procrastination is figuring out the single first step to starting that task. Usually the first step is always the hardest, but once you do that first step, that's when you're in it and you will start that task. So it could be as simple as opening the computer and turning it on. Whatever that first step is, you need to figure it out and just push yourself enough to do that, because once you do that step, you're likely to follow through with the rest. A simple but effective technique that people tend to use is called the pomodoro technique. And so what you do is you use a timer, and for every 25 minutes that you work continuously, you get a 5-minute break. Within every 4 sessions completed, you get a 20-minute break. Now the important key thing that makes this work is that you're focusing on a single task and you are not multitasking. I've heard it works well, so maybe you should give it a shot. There is a huge importance on having a morning routine. Now it doesn't have to be huge, but what a morning routine does is that it works towards success and create cues in your brain, and then that cues in your brain create this mindset that gets your day started and gets it going. So just think of simple things that you do during your day that usually you do on very motivating days. So for me, it's like doing my makeup and getting out of my PJs. Simple as brushing your teeth is what gets your day started. Do that and it's likely to motivate you more to get your day going. So what gets you motivated to do things, what actually gets you doing stuff, is your willpower. You have to willpower want to do it. And willpower is just like a mental muscle. The more you use it, the less mental muscle you'll have for the rest of the day to do other things. So when you think of something like brushing your teeth, that doesn't take a lot of mental willpower because you do it every day. You're not consciously like having to think about it and put energy into it. So to conserve your willpower and have as much of that mental muscle as you need to automate as much as you possibly can. So this comes to creating a grocery list, picking out your outfit the night before, having your gym bag pre-packed, things such as that. And the most important out of all of them is to write down everything. Do not trust your brain to be a memory card, because it's not. And if you write it down, that's less willpower that you need to use to remember it. So the important thing when it comes to getting yourself motivated, because often you can put yourself in this bad behavior situation, is that you need to resist these urges. I'm talking about the urges to lay in bed, binge on those cookies, avoid the tasks that you need to do. So the first foremost thing to help, resist these urges is to change your environment. Sometimes just leaving can solve it instantly, and then you can get to the task at hand. The second thing that you can do is to be mindful of these urges. So a good example to think about is if you get a mosquito bite and it starts to itch, your brain tends to start to think about it a lot more, and then you consciously know that it's itching, so you'll start to itch. The important thing that you do to make it stop itching is to ignore it, because then it will go away. With urges, you need to observe that they're there and you need to ignore them just the same, and you'll be able to get past that. This one's an obvious one, but it's eating the right foods, okay? Putting the good food into your body will give you the energy to put into your willpower, that mental muscle that we were talking about, and that'll help you be able to focus more. Again, more of the willpower will give you more of the motivation to do what you need to do. Another trick you can totally try is to do chunking. So what you do is you'll chunk your task up. If something seems it'll take an enormous amount of time, maybe 3 or 4 hours, break it down into all the small pieces of the task, or go by time of what you can complete in 30 minutes. Your brain tends to do better when it doesn't seem as big as a long task, and these small victories that you build will also build your confidence in your brain to be able to push you and finish the task. We want to be able to get to the end goal, and those small victories are what you need. The last thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys, but it's still just important as the first, is to change your language. Now, there is a difference between someone who has and someone who still is. So when you say the phrase, oh, I'm trying to quit smoking, refers to someone who is still a smoker. But if you say, I'm not a smoker, that's someone who no longer smokes. So be mindful of your language. Think of things that like, I want to, not I can't. Phrase your sentences in ways that are towards completion, not hesitation to complete. Well guys, I hope after watching this video, you are now motivated the shit out of yourself. Man, that is so fun to say. It's so much more fun to say than just motivating yourself, really. So if you guys like this video, if you liked watching me, then you should press that subscribe button down below. It would mean literally so much. I'm struggling, okay? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.